time now for another vlog.
Yeah, it's June. It's over.
Yeah, it's the end of June.
The end of June.
The end of June.
And we somehow survived.
Oh, oops.
It's hot as hell outside in Central Texas and Hill Country. And that's why we'll be spending most of the summer inside.
Yeah. I will say one thing. Thank God for AC. Like, whoever invented AC, you're a god.
Okay.
It's just one of the best creations ever made.
Yeah. So we're flying around San Antonio today, south of Austin. So
Okay.
in the F-22 Raptor, because Riley wanted to fly around in the Raptor today. And the reason why we're, I guess, still flying around in the Texas Triangle is because there happened to be an update to Flight Simulator, the cities update featuring Texas. Well, not the entire state of Texas. It's really weird. It's like several cities in the Texas Triangle, which consists of San Antonio, Austin, Waco, and a few other smaller towns. They got some sort of facelift in the game. I was flying around Austin yesterday, and I didn't really notice it, to be honest, after I updated the game. But anyways, San Antonio, I went to San Antonio years ago as part of PAX South. So I was hanging out with Azerlin and a few other friends in San Antonio. That was a while back. But unfortunately, because of the bug, the pandemic, PAX South got shut down, which sucks because now we live, well, an hour north of San Antonio. So we could have gone to PAX South, Riley and me, but we can't now.
Yeah, it's weird because I've never been to any of those things, like E3 or PAX or any of those shits, because, well, I used to live in PR, and it was pretty expensive.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to get a plane, get a hotel, get a PAX, not happening. It's just too expensive. And now I wonder if I can even get to one of those events.
Well, I mean, if they ever do bring back PAX South, and if they do put it back in San Antonio, we'll go. It was in early January. It was pretty nice, comfortable, and it's only like an hour from us now. Like maybe an hour and a half.
Because
So
the
it's
thing
not
is,
too far of a drive.
I've always wondered what it's like in there. What is it like in there?
It's cool. I mean, PAX South was like the smallest of the PAXs. There was a lot of like booths set up, a lot of people. Azul and I and a few other friends had a good time there. We walked around San Antonio. We walked by the Alamo. We walked down the Riverwalk, and I think we played one of the old Halo games because they had this one area with like old like Xbox consoles and old PlayStation consoles. And they also had some arcades, and there was one game that Azul and I played, and she stomped my ass. She was really good at it. But yeah, we had a good time. But I think I caught something on the way back, because there's this PAX Pox thing that's joked about where if you're like around a lot of people, you'll catch something.
Oh.
And this was prior to COVID, so yeah, people were still catching things at the conventions because people show up sick. And even if you're not sick, there's a very real possibility of all these other people around that you might catch something unintentionally. So I was under the weather for a few days after I got home. But yeah, maybe they'll bring back PAX South. That would be cool. I think E3's dead, though. RIP.
RIP E3?
Yep.
Oh.
So RIP E3, because they also canceled their two, like for the next couple years, they had already pre-planned to be at the venue in like 2024 and 2025. It came out like a few days ago that they had already canceled like the contract or lease agreement with the city of LA. So it looks like E3 is officially dead. But maybe they'll just revamp it as a streaming show. I don't know. But maybe PAX will bring back PAX South. I hope they do, because that would be awesome, because I would not mind going to PAX South. So yeah, we're flying around Flight Simulator in the Raptor, Riley and me, doing the June 2023 vlog.
Yep, heading north.
Heading north. We're going home. Yeah. This is how we get around. We just hop in the Raptor and just fly around.
Yeah, there you go.
Picking up groceries and Popeyes and whatever else we need to get.
Yeah, just put it on the jet. It's fine.
I think we'd be better off in like a Vito variant of the F-35, though.
Yeah, just get the F-35B, land on the streets, just crash a couple cars, no biggie.
Yeah, there we go. That'll work.
And then take off and break the sound barrier.
Yeah, perfect.
And destroy everybody's ear.
That's a great idea.
That's a beautiful idea.
Anyway, so I'm going to do a quick update regarding, I guess, how I'm doing with the passing of Jadis a few weeks ago. My oldest cat. Well, she was my oldest cat. She was 16 years old. And sadly, she passed away. If you want to know more information about that, feel free and check out the special regarding Jadis. It's up on the Vlogs channel. There's been some good days and a few days where I think about her, and it does make me a little sad, but it's not as bad as it was. I mean, the wound will never fully heal when you lose somebody special, whether it's a person or a pet. But over time, it does get a little bit better. But I am grateful for the 16 years I had with Jadis. She was a great cat. And Wednesday, we did get her remains back in a nice little wooden box with her name on it. And I have it by the artwork that I painted years ago when I went to a Painting with a Twist event. It was a fundraiser event for an animal rescue group I was part of. And they did the stencil of the artwork. So you would send them a photo of your pet, and then they would basically draw it. And then you would get to paint it. So I technically painted that, but I didn't draw it.
Okay.
But I've kept it all these years, so it's a nice tribute to Jadis, along with the box with her name on it and her remains. And hopefully she made it to the Rainbow Bridge. But yeah, overall, it's just one of those realities we all face as pet parents, is that eventually, our doggo, our cats, or whatever pet you happen to have, unless it's a pet rock, because they're millions of years old. Unfortunately, most pets don't have the same lifespan that we have, and it sucks when they pass, but you can still cherish the memories.
Yep.
And that's what matters. So overall, I'm doing okay. I think our other cat, Ninja, aka Turding, I think he's adjusted. Like I think that there are times when he probably does miss her a little, because he does come across as a little more needy than usual.
Right.
But he's always been a very needy cat, though.
He's very whiny.
Yeah, he's 10 years old, but he acts like a freaking baby. But overall, I mean, he's doing okay. He's still hanging in there. But,
right.
So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much my update regarding Jadis. And if you want to know more, once again, check out the special regarding Jadis. I'll probably link it below in the description section. So yeah, it's hot as hell out there, and the summer's only going to get worse going into July and August and some of September. So is it October yet?
No.
No.
You still have like 3 months to go before.
Yeah, we'll be lucky to survive.
Yeah.
But some good news, we finally got the new couch, so the couch saga's over.
Yeah, Jimmy finally got his couch, and once he sat on it, it's like, you know what? I don't like it, I'm going to return it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it just fine. I just can't believe how long we had to wait for it to get delivered.
Yeah, it was like a whole month or something.
Yeah, it was supposed to originally be 2 weeks, but then it got delayed, and eventually, basically a month later, we finally got it.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, we finally have the couch, so that's good, because I threw away the old couch, because the old couch, I had that forever.
It looked pretty bad, too.
Yeah, it's seen better days, but the new couch, nice so far. Oh, I got a haircut. So, nice short haircut.
Yeah, GB was whining about that.
Yeah.
He wanted that shit out of his face.
Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky to have that as a problem, actual hair, especially at my age, when a lot of people are struggling to grow hair and they have receding hairlines. I mean, there are people half my age that go bald. So I'm lucky to have a head of hair, that actually grows.
Right.
But if you don't manage it properly, it gets out of control. And it was starting to cover up my face, and I was just struggling to get it out of my face, and I was getting annoyed by it.
I don't get it, because I love my hair, long hair.
Yeah, I don't know why, but your hair doesn't do it the way my hair does, because I grew my hair out for a year, a long time ago, and it would constantly get in my face. No matter
Okay, here's the thing, right? Because the way I do it is that I have it in between, where you can just put it on your side.
Well, I think it's because the way your hair parts straight down the middle.
That's because I made it like that. It actually didn't used to be like that.
Your hair does naturally part down the middle. Like mine, it parts at a side angle, see? And so that causes the right side to droop over my face.
Then you could be like that one-eye emo person.
No, thanks. I don't like stuff being in front of my face. It annoys me. And
Really?
so when I did grow my hair out for a year, I just grew it down to my shoulders.
Okay.
I would wear hats. So I would constantly be wearing a hat. Because this is the only way I could keep the hair from covering my freaking face up. And most people hated it. Most people were like, cut that crap. It doesn't look good on you. It makes you look older. And finally I said, screw it. I'm going to cut my hair. So I did.
Okay.
And the rest is history. But during the summer times, I like short hair because it gets hot and miserable. And when it gets to the fall and it starts cooling down, then I'll probably let it get thick again. But so yeah, I'm happy to have a short haircut. I need to trim my beard though. It's starting to get a little thick. I know you like it when my beard's thick.
Yep.
But this is going to get trimmed too.
No.
Yeah. And once again, I'll grow that out starting in the fall. And like I was talking to my new stylist, but my new stylist, she's awesome. And the new shop is pretty good, so Riley's probably going to be going to one of the stylists there. So 2 of the girls there deal with women only, and the stylists I go to deal with men only. So, okay, whatever. But she was pretty cool. And, yeah, basically I was just telling her that the only reason why I would grow out my beard is because laziness. Not because I actually wanted a beard. It's just, like, laziness. I don't feel like shaving. And as it gets colder, it's nice to... have it there. And plus, Riley likes my beard for reasons. And some people say I actually look good with a beard. So that's why I do it. It's not because I want a beard. I guess I'm lucky to grow a beard.
It just looks good on you.
Well, thank you. But I also think I look okay with, with a short look, with my facial hair. I mean, I do like having facial hair, but I don't like it being too freaking long. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the moving process is almost complete. We got a few little legal things to take care of, typical stuff when you're moving, especially from one state to another.
Yep.
So I think that hopefully by the end of the month or whenever, we'll get that crap done. But most of it we got taken care of. The house in Louisiana, I still got work being done on that. I think it's getting painted finally. And I'm hoping before the end of July, hoping to get that on the market. And... my uncle's been doing a great job with the contract work, and the painter's been doing a good job, so I'm very happy. But unfortunately, like for what was it, like a week ago, like there was a major storm that hit several parts of the South, including up there where we used to live in Shreveport, Louisiana, northwest Louisiana, the Arklatex region, and it knocked out power for like a week or several days for some people. And when we found out about that, obviously very sympathetic to family and friends that still live there and everyone else in the area. But B, grateful that we no longer live there.
Right. Because
we would have had to endure that for several days. And that would have not been fun. Like, I can do without internet. I can do without, like video games. If I can't play video games for a few days, I'll survive. But without, like you were talking about at the beginning of the stream, without air conditioning, or at least fans in the summer.
Yeah, that would have been my biggest deal. Not the internet. I can live without internet, but like fans and being fucking warm. It's like, ugh, yeah. It's miserable in here.
Yeah, that would have not been fun. But I hope that almost everybody that's been affected have gotten their power back. And credit to the electric company. Like I was keeping updated via the emails, and they send in tons of crews to come in and try and get everything rebuilt. But the problem is, like years ago when we had a tropical storm hit the area, like it knocked out power for a few days too. And so once again, they had to send in a whole bunch of crews from all over the region to rebuild that. So it's like a never-ending process of shit getting knocked down and shit having to get rebuilt. But I know what Riley's about to say. Well, you'd think a few days is bad.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. I wasn't going to say it, but... but yeah, if you think a few days is bad, then you have Maria in PR. Which was 6 months. Yeah. So just imagine 6 months without internet or power or anything.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah. Basically, we just had to take showers with, like, water we got out in the rain. Oh, and then just not even heat it up. Just get it cold and just deal with it. Yeah. And it was limited, too, because you have to save up water for everybody. Yeah. It was that bad. Yeah. So you just have to, use a certain amount of water to clean yourself. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, the bare minimum just to... Yeah, that does suck.
Yeah, for 6 months. Yeah. So, yeah, it was terrible. The only good thing I will say about it is that it brought everybody together to help each other.
That's good.
That is one thing that Maria did, and people were just helping each other left and right. And it did help me a lot because I could just also head out and just help people, like my family, like who live further away, and I could just go to them and give them supplies, and then they would give me something bad, and
That's good.
It's just something good that came out of it.
Yeah, that's the thing about disasters. On one hand, it can bring out the worst in people because you will have those that take advantage of it and start looting and pillaging and doing all sorts of awful things. But it also brings out the best in people, which is often overlooked by the news. Mm-hmm. They fail to talk about all the people that are working together to try and help out their neighbors, especially like those that have like health issues or like senior citizens. But yeah, a lot of good does come out, you know. So
Yeah.
and that's why I'm a firm believer that most people are good. Yeah, I mean we have some bad apples out there, but I believe that most people are good and they're just trying to survive and they're generally good people. And I see that every time there's a natural disaster and people step up to donate or they step up to volunteer, or they try to do what they can to help out family and loved ones that are also affected. So yeah, it is humbling to see that. And it is a reminder that no matter how far we've come as a species with our technology and our, you know, how smart we think we are, you know, Mother Nature has a way of backhanding us.
Yep.
And always humbling us and reminding us, hey, all I got to do is whip up a nice hurricane or a tropical storm or an earthquake.
And boom.
Yep. Boom. So always be mindful that,
Yeah.
that we are just fortunate to share this world. And we should take better care of it. But yeah, I mean, it's nice that we're almost like got everything situated here in Texas, and we've been enjoying life in Texas for the most part. There's things we miss back in Louisiana. You miss the Dominican restaurant.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely. Yeah, we definitely had a lot more variety and stuff to eat back there.
Yeah, I mean, because there were a few restaurants we really liked in the area that we got used to eating at.
Yeah.
But I mean, there is some here. We've talked about before. There are food trucks down the street, and we also have a barbecue, really good barbecue place near one of my sister's houses.
Oh yeah.
And
That place is really good.
it is really good. So there's some stuff here, but so far she hasn't been able to find a new like Caribbean, Dominican, Puerto Rican place.
Yeah. I'm missing that flavor in my life.
Yeah, but
I mean, I can cook it,
Yeah.
but you know, like from someone else, you know,
Yeah.
it's like I still want to experience other things.
Yeah, but you have been doing a bit more experimenting with the cooking. You've like with G Factor, she taught you how over the phone how to do the rice.
Yeah,
So
yellow rice.
Yeah,
but,
the yellow rice.
Like
yeah. Well, it's more orange than yellow, but it still tastes good.
it's whatever. It's like no matter how much I make it, it always turns out orange.
It's fine. It works.
But it was whatever. I mean, orange, yellow, black, whatever.
Yeah.
It'll taste the same.
Yeah.
It's just the color.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but yeah, I didn't know how to make yellow rice. I mean, I've seen her do it. Like it's just I always forgot. Like okay, how do you throw this or that, and then what do you put? How long? And it's like
Yeah.
you know, I always forgot that. I've always watched her because I've always wanted to learn how to cook just in case.
Yeah.
I had to cook something for myself at one point, which is important. And I learned a few things. So, good. And in the few things, I actually got better than her in terms of cooking.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like ground beef or pork or etc. Even other things that they just don't sell here.
Yeah, I mean, we've been fortunate to find some things at the grocery store we like to go to, but I think it's important to learn from like our parents and especially our grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned a lot from my granny when she was still alive. I learned a lot from my grandma when she was still alive. And like regarding my papaw, you know, I learned a lot from him. You know,
Right.
he taught me how to hunt. You know, he taught me a lot of things about life.
Yeah, I have no clue how to hunt.
Yeah. Well, I fortunately know how to, and I know how to fish. I don't do it all the time, but at least I know how to do it in case the situation arises where I have to, you know.
Right. Yeah, I know how to fish too.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, it's sad because I know that he's getting up there. You know, he's in his upper 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Father's Day, a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, happy late Father's Day to all you fathers out there. And I sent him a card, and I tried to call him, but he didn't answer. I never heard back. But I think he's unfortunately going through, like, some health issues. So I don't want to elaborate too much on that. But hopefully he got the card, and, you know, hopefully his wife or, you know, somebody there, you know, told him that, hey, you know, your grandson sent you a card. I mean, I did try to call, but, you know, I'm just not one to, like, really just hound somebody over the phone. Like, if somebody wants to get in touch with me, they can call me or text me. You know, I will call if I have to, and I did attempt to call, but when somebody doesn't answer, what can you do, right?
Right.
But no matter what, I'm, you know, grateful to my grandparents, just like you're grateful to your grandparents.
Right, yeah.
But it's good because they're not going to be around forever, and it's important to, I guess, grab some of that knowledge that they had and have it pass on to you. You're not going to be able to get it all. I wish I could, but we can't.
Right.
But yeah, if you still have your grandparents, you still have your parents, cherish them, learn from them, especially if they have something worth teaching you. Mm-hmm. So don't take them for granted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to do, because this is something that I've kind of want to do with my grandparents, is just show them that I actually did something with my life. Mm-hmm. Because, all this time they've been trying to help me. It's like, yeah, but you don't have anything at the moment, It's like, I want you to do something.
Yeah.
It's like, instead of like, just being in the house and do nothing.
Yeah.
And I do want to do something. I want to become a pilot. Eventually I'll try to go for it, but I want to do something with my life and then say, hey, look, I did it. I did something with my life, and now you can be proud of me for doing something. Or something. That is something at least I want to show to my grandfather.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I did something, and then he's proud of me or something like that. Because that's all he wants. He wants something for me to, like, stand on my 2 feet and, say, like, okay, well, at least if something happens, you have this as a reliable source of income, and you have a job or something. So he wants to see me do something successful in my life before he passes, which he's already, like, almost 90.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I do understand it. I understand him. I mean, he's been trying to help me since forever. He's like, just supporting me in everything I can to just do something in my life until I figure it out. He's just trying. I'll give him that much. So, yeah, I am grateful to have him. And honestly, I love the dude.
Yeah.
Even if we do have our differences, I mean, still a great guy. And one thing I do miss about him is our smart-ass conversations where we just go back and forth when smart-ass answers, but sometimes, like, I just come back with a smarter, comeback, and he just laughs it off. It's just shit like I miss that.
Yeah.
But I miss our smart-ass conversations. Even G-Factor at the same time, it's just like, you have, like, better conversations with him than I do with him. And it's just...
Wow.
It's just amazing. It's like you two relate better, and I'm his wife. It's
That's
just
cool.
Yeah, it's just amazing. But I do miss our little conversations and smart ass quips, but it is what it is.
Well, I think that you're gonna do something to make them all proud. I mean, the fact that your plan is to become a pilot, at least you have a plan.
Yeah.
We just got to get everything else in place, and we're getting those steps taken care of, including getting our license situation transferred from Texas to Louisiana. We're working on that. So I think that you're on the right path. It's just it can't be done in a day. It takes steps, but at least you're taking those steps.
Right. One thing I am gonna do is definitely try hard when it comes to that.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna try hard something, it's not in a video. I'm gonna try hard something in life, and see what I can do. Because I definitely want to get something going, like, become a pilot and just try to be successful, or even if it's not in that, at least I can say I tried. Yeah. I don't know, I want to do something.
Yeah, I respect you and admire you and love you for wanting to do something.
Yeah.
And obviously you have my full support, and you have G Factor support and your grandfather's support. So a lot of people are very, very supportive. I think this is Waco. So we've driven through Waco before on the way down 35 to here and back to Louisiana. So,
right.
So that's one of the cities that got an update or facelift: San Antonio, Waco, Austin. But I didn't really see it like whenever I was flying around Austin like yesterday. But yeah, too, like, have spent a lot of my life trying to find things to make people proud of me. Like, my radio career didn't last as long as I had hoped. And I've tried a few other things on the side here and there, but it's like things I tried, just they don't seem to pan out, so I'm still trying to find some sort of way to a purpose, a reason, a goal.
Yeah. The only thing is that you don't want to wait too long.
Well, I know that. I mean, the more time that passes by, the less time I have. I mean, none of us know exactly how much time we have or don't have, but you just got to try and make the most out of the time you do have and be appreciative of that.
True.
But my hope is that I will, sooner rather than later, if it's in the cards, also finally realize what I want to do. I don't want to dig ditches. And look, I have no problem with somebody that does back-breaking labor. I respect you completely. It's just not for me. I mean, if I had to do it, of course I would do it. Fortunately, I don't have to do that. But I would rather find something else to do with my life. And that's what I've been trying to do for the longest time. But I'm glad that you have this goal in front of you to be a pilot.
Right.
And unlike the radio industry, we still need pilots. And there are shortages out there, so I think that you're going to have opportunity.
I hope so.
And your love and your passion for planes and what knowledge you have picked up from playing like games like Flight Sim, like even GTA with the flight mechanics in there. It's a little bit different than real life, but there are similarities. So in a way, you have been pre-gaming for becoming a pilot in real life. There's still a lot you're going to have to learn.
Yeah, like word codes and like the coding in terms of words.
Yeah, like different like F for Foxtrot, like
Foxtrot, Alpha Niner. I don't know.
Alpha Bravo Sierra. You know.
Yeah, I gotta memorize that.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah, that time will come, and there's a lot you're gonna have to learn. But as long as you're passionate about it and you put forth the effort, I believe you'll accomplish it. And I think you'll become a good pilot.
I'm gonna give it a first shot. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Yeah.
But what else has been going on? Really, I mean, we haven't really gone out much. There were some movies we were kind of interested in watching, but we didn't. Like the new Transformers movie, we were just like...
We can still see it.
Yeah, we could still go watch it, but I'm not as excited about it as I used to be with Transformer films. I guess the only really good one was the first Transformer movie.
What, 2007?
Yeah, that one. And, you know, the forest fight scene in Revenge of the Fallen. And Dark of the Moon was all right, but then it really, really went to shit in the last two films. And, like, Cody of Alternate History Hub and Pointless Hub, like, he just wrapped up his Transformers saga because he covered all the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's pretty much how I felt about, like, the Transformers movies.
Isn't it like a new director or something?
Yeah, it's not Michael Bay, but I don't know. I've never been a Beast Wars fan, and that's the problem, I guess. And
maybe after watching this movie, you'll like it.
I don't know. I doubt that. But I don't think it's gotten the best reviews. I don't think it's gotten the worst reviews, like what Age of Extinction or Last Night. Those were two god awful trash films. But it's just like not wowing anybody. It's not like, oh wow, this is the best live action Transformers movie ever. So, and I don't even think it did that well at the box office. But then again, like lately, it's been like a bunch of duds at the box office. Like Indiana Jones is flopping, which is good because like it doesn't involve Steven Spielberg or George Lucas.
Yep.
And Harrison Ford. Sorry, Harrison, you're too old, man. Like they should have retired like Indiana Jones at the end of Crystal Skull, and even that wasn't very good. But I hear Dial of Destiny makes like Crystal Skull look way better, so I guess that's the only real like plus here.
Yeah, I think they should just have ended The Last Crusade.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll take like Crystal Skull. It's not the worst thing ever. Well, at least compared to Dial of Destiny.
Yeah.
But it's just from what I've seen and from reviews I've seen, especially from Drinker.
Yeah,
we
watched.
Apparently, the movie's awful, and I don't want to see it.
No, me either, because I like Indiana Jones.
And apparently, like half of the movie is like this female lead.
Yeah, Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Like Hollywood's been trying to make her a thing for a while now. I think she was in the last Bond film, I believe, or else she had some writing to do with it. And she's been in a couple of other things. She's like this major feminist.
Oh.
And I'm all about equality. I'm all about like women's lib and women's rights. But I also feel like there's a faction of feminists that are a little extreme, that just dunk on men and crap on men all day long. And some of them do it, for jokes and they think it's funny, but most people don't find it funny. And like Phoebe Waller-Bridge is one of them. And I just don't find her funny. And I don't have a problem with people making jokes. It's just, it seems like when it comes to some of these feminists, like there's like this vitriol behind it, like this deep hatred to men. And yeah, I mean, there are some men out there that are scumbags, but most men are actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
And that's where I take issue with it. Most of us are not trying to force you back into the kitchen or force you to pop out babies or make you quit your job and a lot of men are very supportive. A lot of us are with the 21st century. We accept that women want to have a career. Or, there's still women out there, believe it or not, that actually want to be housewives and just want to do that. But then those women get crapped on by the feminists. Like, aren't you about women having the right to choose?
Yeah, that's stupid.
I mean, that's hypocritical. If another woman wants to get married to a guy and be a housewife and be a mom, then you should support her. You should be like, yeah, that's amazing. That's great.
Yeah, take care of the kids while I go to work.
Yeah. I mean,
or something. I don't know what.
Housewives to me are just as valid as women that want a career. And there's some women that try to do both. Like my youngest sister, she does both. She has 2 businesses with her and her husband, but she also has 2 sons. So she tries to balance it all out. It's not easy, but I respect her for what she's doing with her life. Mm-hmm. And I respect my other sister too. But it's just unfortunate that you do have some out there that go too far of it. And it just makes more and more people dislike Phoebe Waller-Bridge. And the fact is, Kathleen Kennedy is to blame for all this. Because she's also another feminist. I mean, she ruined Star Wars, with the sequel trilogy. I mean, Star Wars has managed to somewhat recover, thanks to Mandalorian and Clone Wars. And hopefully Ahsoka will be decent. I did really like Andor. But, Willow didn't fare so well. The TV series was trash from what I heard.
The what?
Well, Willow was another George Lucas IP, a lesser-known one.
Never heard of it.
Okay, well, it was kind of like a fantasy series. Like, it was just one movie. It had Warwick Davis as Willow. It had Val Kilmer as Madigan. Yeah, I think that was his name. I could be mispronouncing the name. But it was a good movie. But it had a cult following. It wasn't as big as Star Wars and nowhere near as big as Indiana Jones. But it was still one of George Lucas's visions. But it had a fantasy thing going on, just like a medieval fantasy realm. But Kathleen Kennedy, Disney, Lucasfilm decided to make a series out of it, like a spin-off sequel series. And from what I heard, it was god-awful. And I was kind of wanting to check it out, but it had so many bad reviews that I just decided not to waste my time. Mm-hmm. And I hear that the Willow series actually got pulled off Disney+.
That bad?
Yeah, it's that bad. And I think it only came out like several months ago. So it's like one and done. After one season, they just scrapped it. It was that awful. Mm. So they destroyed Willow. Of course, that really wasn't much because you can still just accept the one movie and just call it a day. But it's like the final nail in the coffin is Indiana Jones. And it wasn't necessary because I think only Harrison Ford can play Indiana Jones. Well, in the movies. Like, we had Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, and I think they actually added that back to Disney+. So if you ever want to watch, the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, they were actually good. Mm. So
but I guess if you want to do like a new version, they could just take like the Jurassic Park theme and just make a Jurassic World where you can just take Indiana Jones and make like Son Jones or something like.
Well, here's the thing. Crystal Skull, it's revealed, spoilers, that he has a son.
Yeah,
But I don't want to talk about what happens in Dial of Destiny because it's still out in theaters, and let's just leave it at that because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone that is planning on watching Dial of Destiny. So that's not happening. Indiana Jones has to be completely rebooted with a new actor.
Right.
In order for them to bring back the Indiana Jones franchise.
They could bring that one guy that plays Solo.
Oh, what was that actor's name? I don't remember. But a lot of people actually liked him. I mean, he was okay. It's just that I never really felt him as Solo. But maybe if he was given a little bit more time, maybe if he had a series, I think that might have been the mistake. Maybe they should have just made Solo a Disney Plus series.
Maybe.
And followed the younger Solo, and then you've got used to him being Solo, because like there were so many issues with that Solo movie, just like with some of these other movies and projects under Kathleen Kennedy's reign. Yet I just cannot understand why she still has a freaking job. Why is she still president of Lucasfilm after all these disasters?
Right.
And now Indiana Jones Dial of Disaster is the latest one. I mean, when are you finally like? Which Bob? No, it's not Bob Chapek anymore. It's Bob Iger again. He took over. Bob Iger, when are you going to trash her? When are you going to send her ass off into the sunset where she belongs? It's ridiculous.
You know that somebody actually made a quote nowadays when it comes to Disney?
What?
I hope everything you love gets bought by Disney and it gets ruined. It's just that, like, whenever somebody's salty, like, somebody just made that quote up, and it was just fucking funny.
Man,
it's like, damn, I hope everything you love gets bought by Disney.
That goes dark.
Yeah, and it gets ruined.
But I think Indiana Jones still survives because you can still love and cherish the first 3 films. And if you like the 4th film, that's fine. And you can also enjoy the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, you know, from back in, I think, the 90s. I think that's when those were made.
Right.
Without being bothered by Dial of Destiny. And I guess maybe they finally learned their lesson because it's flopping right now. It's not doing very well. And it cost, like, what, a couple $100 million to make?
Like $300 million or something.
And that doesn't even include, like, promoting it throughout the world, like in advertisement, billboards, TV, internet, etc.
Yeah.
So this is a major flop for not only Lucasfilm, but Disney as well. And it's got to be where they finally have enough and send Kathleen Kennedy into retirement.
I hope so. Or somewhere else.
No, just retire. I mean, she's, what, 60s now? Where else is she going to freaking go? Just retire.
But
What?
she was executive producer to Back to the Future. She made the best movie of all time.
Oh, yeah. See, that's the reason why she became so powerful is because early on, she latched on to Steven Spielberg and his projects. And, you know, you'll find her name in a lot of these movies, like at the beginning, you know, Kathleen Kennedy, even though she's just a producer. But she used that name recognition and the connections she made in order to eventually get into George Lucas's good graces. And then he, for some reason, believed that she was the right person to lead Lucasfilm after he sold it to Disney. I don't know what George Lucas was thinking, but I'm sure he's had a few regrets since then privately.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, no real movies that we've bothered watching. I mean, the FNAF movie, we can talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah, but it hasn't come out.
Yeah, we can go ahead and talk about that now. You've seen some trailers. What do you think about it?
I love the trailers, but I've only watched them like once or twice because I don't want to get spoiled.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like GB said, some of these trailers just reveal too much.
Yeah.
And I just don't like that. So what I do is just watch the trailer once and then that's it. I will say, though, and this is a spoiler from the trailer, so just 3 seconds for you to mute the phone or computer.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, so I will say I do love the cameos that have been appearing when it comes to their creators.
Okay.
Like, for example, like Dawko's in there, and A.B. Ryan, even Corey Extension is there. I wonder if Mark's going to appear there as one of the employees. Like, at least they're appreciating, like, the creators that made FNAF popular. Like, you know, like Mark, especially Markiplier. Markiplier made it popular. Corey Extension, like, his channel grew big because of FNAF. And Dawko, same thing. Mostly because he did challenges, like super hard challenges, and he beat them. And he even got an interview with Scott, which was amazing. It was like one of the rewards. If you beat Ultimate Custom Night on Ultimate mode, like literally the hardest mode, he will get an interview with Scott, and he did it.
Wow.
Yeah. And basically, you know, other creators as well, like A.B. Ryan, they're cool people. And the fact that he's appreciating, you know, the people who made FNAF popular, or at least, you know, public made it out there for other people to see, it's just kind of cool that he just hasn't forgotten about them, and he does appreciate those who have actually helped his franchise grow. And I do like that. And what else? The animatronics are not high on weed anymore, which is cool. I mean, I never had a problem with the red eyes. I thought it was like, okay, well, red eyes, whatever. And, you know, now they're like yellowish orange.
Yeah, I think they toned down the glowing.
Yeah, but honestly, I wouldn't have minded if they were red. Hell, even if they make it like all black with like a little white dot in the middle as the pupil.
Yeah.
I would like that too. Like, I don't mind the way these look. If it's something like pink or something, then it's just weird. Or purple. But, yeah, other than that, I mean, I cannot wait for it. But one thing that when it comes to FNAF, that I really cannot wait for is Ruin. I want Ruin. That's what I want.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, when we get to
we're trying to separate all this. Like with the movie, I will say this. I agree. I think that they need to stop showing too much in these trailers. I don't think it really matters because the FNAF fans are going to go watch it. And
I'm watching it.
like both trailers have gotten tons of views. Like what was it? Like 14 million views last time we looked at the new trailer.
I think the new trailer has like 15 million, and the old one has like 24.
Yeah, and the second trailer's only been out for a few days, so that's pretty good.
People are hyped.
And I'll say this: everything about it looks good. The production value looks good. The pizzeria looks good. It looks faithful to the games.
Yeah.
The animatronics look really good and faithful as well. And it's being done. The animatronics are being done by Jim Henson's production company, the late Jim Henson, and he's done a lot of stuff. You know, from like Muppets, Sesame Street, Farscape. You know that was their baby, was Farscape.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Dark Crystal. So if anyone knows about animatronics and puppetry, then it's Jim Henson's company, you know. And I think his son Brian is still running the company. So yeah, they've done a great job with what we've seen so far. With
they look great.
Yeah. So they are definitely faithful to the games, and I feel like Scott Kaufman has me involved to some degree in this.
No,
movie.
the story is made by him,
Yeah.
and I think the screenplay is. I correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think so, but.
Yeah.
Maybe. I see, like, at the end, you can actually see, like, Scott Kaufman being credited with a couple of things.
Okay.
So he is taking a big part in this movie.
Yeah, so that's definitely a movie we are going to be watching, I guess, in October. Hopefully we survive this summer into October. Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, I at least want to see the movie, and then you can kill me. There you go.
That's morbid.
But at least I saw the movie, so yay.
Yeah, you can die a happy fox.
I can die a happy fox there.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I just hope the movie's good.
Yeah.
And I really hate to put my expectations like really high because then you can only go down from there.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, just put your expectations like really low. That way you cannot be disappointed.
Yeah.
But, oh my God, it's hard because right now with Ruin and the movie, like my expectations right now are up to 100.
Yeah.
Like with GTA, I would understand it. Like they're at 0. But with like FNAF, it's just keeps rising and rising. I don't know. I love FNAF. It's just how it is. And the same thing with Security Breach. I know it was a controversial game. I love it personally because it has so much personality in it. I just love that. Every single character has personality and it's not boring. And you know that's what I like it. Even if the gameplay is not that good in some areas, it could be better. Like it's just that character that the game has. You know, it's just I love it. And I just hope the same thing goes with Ruin and the same thing goes with the movie, where it's just a bunch of character and a bunch of personality, a bunch of, you know, likable things. You know, I just hope it's good. That's it.
Well, hopefully. Other movies. I can't really think of anything else that was going to come out that we were interested in. There may have been one other movie. I just don't remember.
Yeah, I haven't seen any trailers for anything else.
Yeah.
Like
Transformers we didn't go see. Indiana Jones we're not going to go watch. But there was like one more movie that we were thinking about. But
yeah, I can't remember.
Me either. But it doesn't matter. Moving on. Something that we did watch the other day that Riley really enjoyed. Because until we get our living room entertainment room fully set up, we still got to put the TV on the wall. We haven't done that yet.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to. But until we do that and get everything set up the way we had it back at the old house so we can sit on the couch and watch YouTube videos together and even TV shows and movies, you know, we just have to we each watch stuff mostly separately on our own phones or our own computers. But the other day, the latest Helluva Boss episode finally dropped, and she was very excited about it.
Yeah. Now, the thing is, I don't follow like all these things on Twitter, like Helluva Boss. So whenever I see like a new video, it's just surprising to me because, you know, it's like, oh, okay, well, at least this person on Twitter said so it's coming in like 2 days, and then I just expect it. I don't have Twitter, so I just, whenever they drop, they drop. So whenever I just see one, it's like, oh, wow, look, a new episode. So I'll just see it, and I get more excited for it.
Nice.
Because I just don't like Twitter or any social media besides YouTube.
I don't like it either, but I still use it.
I'm never gonna fall for that.
Smart.
Even when it comes to like my Instagram, I deleted my Instagram, I deleted my Facebook, I deleted everything. So I just don't like social media. I don't need it besides just YouTube, which is what I do. But yeah, basically I saw the new episode and I loved it. Like everything about it pretty much was pretty good. And the only thing I guess I didn't like that much was that it was short. I just didn't like it being too short. I know it was supposed to be like a 2-parter for a season 1 finale because I've been watching it since it first came out, since the pilot. and it was supposed to be like the part 2, but due to some legal issues, it got canned for like 2 years until now it released.
That's crazy.
I'm glad that we finally got the finale though, and it was worth it. The song is pretty good, and it's fucking catchy. I know GB didn't like it that much with Cotton Candy.
I just like you've had it in your head the past few days, and I listened to it. I'm like, this is just not for me.
Okay, so here's the thing. For me, I don't remember the lyrics like at all. I just like the rhythm of the song. That's just what gets me. I just hum it in my head. I don't remember the lyrics. I just go like
Cotton candy.
Yeah, you know. So it's just like I don't even know the lyrics. I just hum it.
I think it's like cotton candy. Right?
Yeah, so, something like that. But basically the episode is like around Luna and Blitz, and
that's why she really liked it, because it actually gave Luna some screen time.
it's just Luna hasn't gotten really anything. Yeah. Like Blitz has a lot of character development, like Moxie as well to some extent. And I know they need more, but then you have like Millie, which is just a piece of paper at the moment. She's just blank as hell. The only thing that you know about her is that she kills really good and that she's Moxie's wife, and that's it. That's all you know.
And she's very protective of him.
And she's very protective of him. And from Luna, the only thing that you've gotten is that great fight scene in that one episode, Truth Seekers, and that she's really awkward. And we know like a little bit of her backstory because of one flashback, but that's it. And in the new season, I mean, she hasn't even spoken at all. I mean, besides in that one episode, which I will say that that episode from season 1 that finally just came out, it does reveal a lot of that speech that she said in season 2, in episode 2, when she was talking to like Octavia. Yeah, it does make a lot more sense. But I just don't like the way her character is being handled at the moment, where she just straight up like punches Blitz or does anything with Blitz, just whatever he does nowadays. It's just she abuses the fuck out of him. I don't get it, but I mean, I guess she doesn't want to be like, like admitting it, but still, it's like just do it at this point. Like you show that you care at least to some extent. You don't have to keep punching the dude and just being a huge dick to him.
Well, I mean, I guess it's because of Blitz's character that makes her react that way to her adopted father,
I know. But
anyways.
But yeah, and basically, like, I just want to see more development for Luna and Melly. Those are the two that needed the most at the moment.
Yeah.
And see where it goes with his relationship with Stella's, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But anyways, I mean, that's pretty much the only thing we really watched, besides, obviously a lot of YouTube videos we each watch separately. I've been watching a lot more Asmongold lately because, he's into Diablo and stuff. And a lot of people have talked about him. And, fun fact, he actually lives in the Austin area. So he's a very interesting guy from what I've seen so far. Seems very likable, very down to earth and humble. Mm-hmm. So he seems like a pretty cool guy.
There you go.
But, yeah, I've just been watching a lot of other content. I mean, we're not only content creators and streamers on YouTube. We also like watching other creators and other things on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
It's easily our favorite platform out of all the other platforms.
Yep.
So, video games. We do play video games here and there. What a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's some stuff you've been playing this month?
I've been playing Overporn. I just don't get, I mean, it's alright. They did fix the matchmaking, so I'm not facing constant sweats. I am seeing a lot of brain dead people, which is kind of in my field area. I am kind of stupid when it comes to that game. But, yeah, like sometimes I just see a lot of brain dead people, and then I just go off, and I just go, like, 30-2, which is amazing. But then you have, like, my team doesn't do anything. Mm-hmm. It's just how it is. But, yeah, like, Overporn has been alright. The new season, I mean, it's okay. I like the skins, but the rest is just like, I don't care about the quest wash shit. I just care about give me the free skins, like just
free
give me
stuff.
That way I can then send my account on eBay.
Wow.
There you go. But yeah, give me all the free stuff, and basically that's it for Overporn. It has a whole PvE fiasco going on at the moment, and I want no part of it. I mean, I don't care about PvE. I've always played Overwatch for the PvP. Like, if it comes out and I just want to play, like, sure, I'll play the PvE, but it's not that big a deal to me like other people have been saying. Like if I get it, cool. If I don't, whatever. Because I've always played Overwatch for the PvP. But yeah, these new story missions apparently that are coming out, they're gonna be bland as hell. Apparently, like it's like $15 for like 2 hours of gameplay. So what I'm probably gonna do is just watch them on YouTube and that's it. And apparently you have them forever, so you don't lose them. But I don't care. I really don't care. So I'm just gonna probably just watch them on YouTube, get the cutscenes, and then there you go. I'm not paying $20 for them. I mean 15 plus tax, 20, I guess. But yeah, like they'll probably bundle it. Like here you go. If you buy this, you can get this skin and the battle pass and this and that. And it's like ugh. But yeah, right now it's being a huge cash grab at the moment, and it's just ugh. I don't like it. I'm just playing it right now for the PvP because I just like the Overwatch PvP in some areas. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Overporn. I know GB doesn't play it.
No.
And none of my friends play it.
Sadly for you.
Sadly for me, like nobody wants to play it with me. But I get it, honestly, why nobody wants to play it with me, even if it's free to play. But yeah, moving on to the next game. What is the next game?
Battlefield.
Okay, so the new season finally came on New Dawn. It came out like 3 weeks ago, I think. And I play here and there. I haven't touched the game in like a week. But, I mean, playing on the new map, I like the new map. I like the new guns. I like pretty much everything about it. It's just a good game, but I mean, it's decent. It's not the best game ever, but it's a decent game that I could jump in and play and get casual kills and, just not try hard as much. But, yeah, I mean, the game's alright. It's just how it is. I wish I had somebody to play with because none of my friends want to play it. Just everybody has quit, even Pat. But it is what it is, I guess. Nobody wants to play Battlefield either. I guess Dark Matter Wolf if I can get him in. But
he's usually busy playing Diablo 4 when he has free time.
Yeah, now he's playing Diablo, so he's basically playing other stuff.
Yeah.
What else? What's the next game?
Fortnite.
Yeah.
The Fortnite fatigue.
In this one, you can actually commentate.
Oh, yay.
But, yeah, I'm just not enjoying the new season at all. I hate the drum shotgun. I've always hated it.
Yeah.
It's just boring, and, you just see everybody running around with it. It's just people, like, with 2 or 3 drum shotguns just spamming that shit. And now with the new perks, it makes it even worse because now you can reload it faster, get shotgun shells while sliding, and you can just get that shit and just spam it to your heart's content, which I guess is a new meta, but I just don't like it. I just don't like the drum. It's just annoying and it's just boring to play against. And, the new map with the jungle, I've always hated the jungle vibe, especially now that, now that has finally come out. Yeah, I hate it. I hate the whole looking up constantly to see if somebody's above you, and the fact that everything's all green and ugh. It's,
My issue with the jungle is not the jungle itself, but what they did. They put it at a lower level than the rest of the map, so you're going down into the jungle.
They don't have fun and games in there.
Yeah. But sometimes, like Red or myself will get seriously hurt, and our health will be depleted, or else we'll just be completely crushed by just accidentally falling off a cliff.
I mean, I guess now they added the shockwave grenades, but
yay.
I don't want to use that. It's like they're bringing all the annoying items like the shockwave grenades, I'd rather deal with the lightsaber. It's just better than dealing with the fucking drum shotgun, Yeah. But yeah, like season 2 balancing when it came out, I actually liked it way more than this season. Like the combat SMG's back, but I don't care. It's like I prefer to use the twin mag or the regular submachine gun.
Well, I like Season 2 because it introduced the kinetic blades, which were fun for like zooming across the map.
Better than the hammer.
Yeah, and I would use it in conjunction with the lightsabers when they had the lightsabers with the Star Wars event. Mm-hmm. And overall, the season of Fortnite, the second season and the 4th chapter was way better.
Way, way better. I miss it already.
Yeah, but we've been spending a lot of time just trying to earn XP playing Save the World.
Yeah, usually because we bought the battle pass with Fortnite crew, like all of us did.
Yeah.
And usually when I'm already like level 48 or something, and what I just do is just play Save the World, get my V-Bucks, and get my battle pass XP, and then there you go, I'll make it to level 100. But I don't want to touch Battle Royale this season. It's so ass. Yep. So what I'm doing right now is just getting my V-Bucks and saving them up for whatever skin they have next. Yeah. The good thing I'll say about this season that really honestly should have come out last season is the new Fox skin that they released. in this season. I actually like it. The pink white fox.
The one with the 5 tails.
The one with the 5 tails. I love her. Just because it's just a fox. I like foxes. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
Just they look cool. Eat like all types of foxes, but yeah. The only one I really don't like is the Phoenix one. The super manly, muscly one.
Yeah.
Like I like that white one that's in the Fortnite crew.
Yeah, it's weird how that one's gonna work. You don't get it right away. You have to earn it over. I don't know. It's very strange, but yeah. I mean, I think the problem is we're playing other games, and this season has not really appealed to us.
Yeah.
And like I'm a Transformers fan, but I don't care enough to. I mean, I'm going to max out the Battle Pass just to get my V-Bucks back.
Eventually.
And break even. And ultimately get Optimus Prime. But I'm not feeling it. It's just like, I'd rather just play Diablo or Zelda. But, I do want to get through that Battle Pass, so that's why we jump into Save the World. And I think we're now focusing mostly on Uncanny Valley now, right?
Yeah, Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, which is much harder than where we were.
Yeah, it's way, way harder.
Yeah,
but honestly,
the husks are buffed a bit more.
Yeah, at this point, you just have to get like some sort of explosive weapon.
Yeah.
And then you just put traps down.
True. Yeah, you just got to put up more walls and more traps and upgrade your stuff to the best of your abilities.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it does add up a bit of a challenge because it does get to the point where the previous husks in the previous level become a little too easy to beat.
And boring.
Because at first it's the same issue. Like when we went from the first map to the second map, the husks were tough, but we upgraded our characters and our weapons, and then they weren't so tough.
You just gotta keep doing that.
Yeah, so it'll end up eventually being the same scenario with Canny Valley husks, because in time it'll be the same thing.
Yep.
But FNAF. You talked about FNAF a little bit a moment ago. And you got some more FNAF content planned on the channel?
Yes. So, yeah, I'm planning on streaming FNAF Fridays, which what I'm doing is Five Nights at Fridays, I guess I can call it. That way it's FNAF still. But, yeah, basically I'm just going to be streaming at least one game every Friday. Except Sister Location, probably, because I just don't like Sister Location. It's just meh. But I'll stream like 1, 2, 3, 4 in Pizzeria Simulator. And then Ruin whenever it comes down. Like, I love FNAF, so I'm gonna play it. The only thing I just don't like is, like I said, Sister Location, just because I find it boring. It's just a boring game for me. It's just, the story's okay, but, like, the gameplay is just, like, you do it once and then, like, you don't want to do it again. And I've already played that game once, and,
It feels like more of a spin-off to FNAF than anything else.
It
exists in the FNAF universe, but it's just like its own thing.
But the thing is that it's not a spin-off. It's like a main official game.
Yeah.
But I just don't like it. It is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
The mechanics of it, I just don't like it. Especially at Night 3 with the flashing Funtime Foxy. It's like, ugh. That was a pain in the ass for me. Night 4 was okay-ish. It got annoying as well, but I beat it, and then the rest was just like, just follow certain things, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's not like survive until 6 a.m. I mean, unless you want to do the custom night, and you actually manage to get like all the endings so you can get in that room. But other than that, I mean, I just don't want to play it. I just don't like it. It's like, for example, the Sly 4 of FNAF for me.
Yeah.
If you want to compare it to something.
Well, I mean, it's your playthrough. You have a right to pick and choose which games you want to play and not play.
Yeah. Like, if you want to see somebody play, like, FNAF, like, when it comes to Sister Location, just watch Markiplier or somebody play it, because I'm not doing it.
Not going to do it.
I'm not doing it. I just don't like Sister Location.
Well,
but
I don't blame you.
I mean, I like the story, but I'm not going to suffer for the gameplay.
Yeah.
But,
the wild card is, like, Ruin, because you still don't know when Ruin is coming. It's coming in July. It could be July 4th. It could be July 31st.
It could be tomorrow.
Yeah, it could be tomorrow. It could be Saturday, July 1st, and I guess you'll be streaming that tomorrow. When it comes out, she's definitely going to be streaming it.
Oh, yeah. I am wasting no time.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've been waiting for it. I'm hyped. Because it's true, though. It's like every single time. Is it July 30? Is it July 30? I mean, June 30? Okay, it is June 30.
Yeah, the clock is ticking.
Yeah, it's like, I need it. I need to play it. Because, like, I love, like I said, Security Breach so much. And, like, the same thing with Security Breach, but destroyed. It's like, I know, I have to see it. And apparently there was this donation stream that
I'm curious about what city this is.
what is this?
I don't know. It should tell us in a second. Because I don't know where you've flown us to.
I'm lost.
Throughout this vlog. Like,
I went north for like half an hour and we went nowhere.
yeah. I don't know what city that is. I mean, I thought the game would tell us. Like, I guess do a fly around until it pops up and tells us. Like, game, tell us where we're at. Because it's not like one thing that two things that I don't like about Flight Sim. One is you cannot pull up a map to like tell you like where you are, and the other is the way they build the HUD is
Turtley Airport.
Turtley. I think that's just the name of the airport. I guess I can Google that on my phone. But the other thing is, like, even though this is on Xbox Series X, it's clearly built like mainly for PC, and they just port it over.
Okay.
But anyway, sorry. Go back to your Ruin talk.
Yeah, like I said, I just love Security Breach so much. So seeing the same map but destroyed, I just had to see it. And there was this Dawko stream that he did, where basically like after a certain donation, they would reveal like one screenshot from Ruin.
Yeah.
So that's how we got like all those 8 screenshots.
Yeah.
Because of that stream, apparently. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, like just seeing the whole Pizza Plus destroy, it's just amazing. It's just, well, it's sad, but at the same time, it's amazing because you see this place and oh my god, it looks so beautiful. And then you see it like, I don't know how long. I doubt it's been like a whole day. It has to be like a month or two. And the place is just absolutely destroyed. And, you know, full of graffiti and urban shit.
Abandoned.
Yeah, abandoned, basically. But one thing that I will say from the trailer is that I think the whole Gregory thing is a trap for Cassie. Because there is no way in hell that Gregory could survive down there alone. Especially without Glamrock Freddy. Because from the trailer, we see Glamrock Freddy stuck. So is he alone in the pizza place all destroyed for God knows how long? Because I doubt it's been a day and the place looks like that already. You know, I don't think it's been a day. It has to be like months or two. And I'm pretty sure all that pizza down there is not going to last for a whole month. So I think it's some sort of trap for Gregory. Now, what I'm hoping is that we get Roxy to help us. I'm really hoping that because it just, from what we've seen, like you have like Cassie with all these colors like Roxy and the Roxy walkie-talkie, and like she has these 2 things on her eyes that also connects with the remote control that Cassie has. It just makes sense. I want to see a Roxy relationship with Cassie. Yeah. Like the same thing with Gregory and Freddy.
Oh, by the way, I believe we were near Tulsa.
Tulsa? I have no clue.
Up in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
I don't know we could be in Kansas now. I have no idea, but we were in Oklahoma.
We're somewhere.
So yeah, the F-22 can get you around rather quickly.
Yep. But yeah, I just can't wait for it. So whenever it comes out, I don't think it's going to be as big a Security Breach because it's a DLC. But then again, some DLCs are actually bigger than the own game.
Yeah. Well,
or better.
Like from what Red told me, like Phantom Liberty is going to be completely like redoing a lot of stuff in the main game of Cyberpunk. So I mean, I don't know if it's going to be like similar, but I guess you'll just have to wait and see when it comes to Ruin. But
right now, one thing I really, really do hope with Ruin is that it doesn't run at 1 FPS and it's fucking ruined.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Yeah, I don't want to see that shit being buggy where it just stutters every 2 seconds like Security Breach when it came out. Because that's the thing that killed Security Breach for me when it came. Like, I loved the game, but everything was so fucking buggy. It's like just full of bugs. You have to wear a fucking COVID mask to cover yourself in that shit. It was so buggy. Yeah. But, yeah, other than that, I cannot wait for it. Yeah. That's pretty much it for FNAF. Whenever, you know, a Friday comes up, I'll probably stream it.
Tonight?
Oh, yeah.
It's Friday already, so...
I'll think about it.
Okay.
But...
Oh, were you pondering, like, starting it next week?
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess communication breakdown.
Yeah, but other than that, then we have, you know, like, the DLC and all that shit. So, FNAF will be done on Fridays, and if the DLC comes sooner than that or later than that, we'll see.
Okay.
Anyways, that's enough from FNAF. Moving on.
Okay, so Diablo 4, obviously I'm still playing Diablo 4. My sorcerer, she is level 66, I think, in World Tier 3. So I did move on to World Tier 3 from World Tier 2. And I am considering a hardcore stream. I may do that with a new character because you have to have... There's different servers. There's the Eternal servers, which is what I'm in. And then there's the hardcore server, which is basically permadeath. So if your character dies, they die.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Well, you create a new character. And the goal is to see how far I would get with that character before dying. As long as your character makes it past level 10, your character gets to go to like the Hall of the Remembered or some shit. But I don't know. I was kind of entertaining the idea of doing that. Maybe before Season 1 of Diablo IV starts. That could be coming soon. And when Season 1 starts, I'm definitely going to be streaming Season 1 of Diablo IV. I'm not playing as much over the past few days because I've been playing another game off-stream and on-stream. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom finally started Zelda Tears of the Kingdom last weekend. And at first it was kind of a struggle for me to get into because it is very similar to Breath of the Wild, and I love Breath of the Wild, but I just finished playing through Breath of the Wild again a few weeks ago. But the more I play Tears of the Kingdom, the more I'm enjoying it because there's so much more to it. There's a sky level with sky islands. There's also like an underground level too that's really cool to explore. So there's a lot of fun things to do. And you and I were watching some videos in bed last night of some people like making these flying contraptions.
Yeah, with Danger Zone.
Yeah, it was badass. So there's definitely something special about Tears of the Kingdom. At first I was like, I'm not feeling this. Is this like another Majora's Mask situation? Because I loved Ocarina of Time, but not Majora's Mask as much. But I don't think so. I think this is a very good game. And for the record, I know people like Majora's Masks. I'm not one of them. But yeah, I mean, is it very similar to Breath of the Wild? Yes, it is. It's on the same port. It's on the Switch. And they use Breath of the Wild, obviously, as the template and the backbone for this new game. And it's a direct sequel. I have no problem with that because a lot of times the Zelda games are like just going in different directions.
Right.
But yeah, so far so good. And even though I was kind of like on the fence in episode 1 and 2, like when I do episode 3 on Sunday, like you're going to see somebody a lot more interested in these games because I've been having a good time off stream.
Right. So when are we going to get The Legend of Link? and you play as Zelda?
Very funny.
I want to see that.
Yeah, maybe one day. So what else have we been doing? Oh yeah, there was an update to this other game we play. It's called GTA Online.
Blech.
It started off good, but became a little infamous. San Andreas Mercenaries.
Yeah, I would say the only good thing that came out of it is chat.
The Raiju.
Yeah, the Raiju.
Yeah.
I like the Raiju. The Raiju's amazing. And then you have the Streamer, which is okay.
Yeah.
Avenger upgrades, alright, I guess. And then you have the Infamy. Actually, no, there's a few more things. No. There's the, what's it called? The Monstrosity.
Yeah, people love the Monstrosity. I also like it. It's a very cool little SUV.
Yeah, you get all these other vehicles like the EVX. I don't care too much about it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's expensive, though. It's very expensive.
Yeah. Then you have the Grotti Tally GTO Singer TT XYZ
awful
chromosome
name.
thing.
Eventually, we're getting Ecto 1, so I'm excited about that. Well, GTA's version of Ecto 1. That's
yeah.
I don't know if they're going to wait till October to drip that out, which
Probably.
is a quick minute, but we'll have to wait and see. But there's also the weaponized Kanata coming soon.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be the Kanata with weapons. That's it.
Yeah, I hope they add some armor because in those missions against Meriwether, the weaponized Kanata is a joke.
Yeah, you take it out in one shot. I think it's just going to be a joke when it comes out. Jeez. I think it's just going to be the Kanata, and then they're just going to put weapons on it.
What's the point? We have the Buzzard and Sparrow already.
I guess it's a faster Buzzard. I don't know.
I'd rather just have the Buzzard.
Well, that's your opinion.
Well, I'm gonna try out the weaponized Kanata, and you'll obviously do a review of it.
Yeah.
But I'm not really feeling it at the moment.
I'm feeling like it's just going to be another light armor helicopter, like the Buzzard.
Yeah,
but I think it's just going to be a Buzzard Mark II. It's just going to be the Buzzard faster. And, it's still 4 people. It's just going to be, like I said, Buzzard Mark II. It just doesn't have... It's just a light armored aircraft. So, I think it's just going to take, like, 1 rocket.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's whenever it comes out. I think it's going to come out in either August or something, I'm thinking.
They'll drip it eventually.
Yeah. But then, after all that, they have a bunch of, like a bunch of good things, like having the ability to call all the vehicles from the insurance.
Yeah, that's good.
And all those quality of life changes, which is good.
There were
the
good
only bad thing about this update is the fact that they removed 186 cars.
No, it's not the only thing. There were some bug issues that they've been patching some of the bug issues.
Oh yeah, and the bugs.
They had a bunker MOC issue. They had a weapons of Cayo Perico issue. They also had an insurance issue too. But the big negative to this update is it actually removed content. And like you were talking about, nearly 200 vehicles.
Yeah. So that's only the bad thing. Like
that's the major bad thing, but it's a huge deal because like that's nearly 200 vehicles off the websites that they're going to re-drip or FOMO them in events, or worse, lock them behind GTA Plus, which is only available at the moment for players on PS5 and Xbox Series.
Right.
So yeah, it's a major negative and a con because you're taking content out of the game. Well, in a way you are, because if you don't have, the only way that on current gen where you can get those cars is if you know somebody that happens to have that car.
Right.
And you can just go to the LS car meet and you can buy it from them.
Yeah. I think the situation will get like really bad if they start drip feeding weaponized vehicles. Like if they do that shit, FOMOing like jets or helicopters or all that shit that people use to kill people, like I feel like that's gonna be like the worst of the worst situation. Because, for example, what do people mostly do in GTA?
PvP.
They just kill each other. So if like for example, if they have like a Raiju, yeah, and then you want to combat the Raiju with maybe like another plane, and turns out that plane that you want to use, you don't have it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I want to buy it. Oh, wait, you can. So you're kind of screwed. Just because, the variety's not there. That would suck.
Well, I still think that FOMO is a bad idea, and especially for like older vehicles.
It's just a bad idea in general. It's the same thing with the Fortnite item shop.
Yeah.
It's like, or any shop in the game, in any game. It should just be like, give me a search bar. I want to buy this thing, and that's it.
Yeah, but it doesn't work that way.
Sadly, lock in this day FOMO shit. I don't know.
Yeah. But, I mean, at least with Fortnite, they already established the way the item shop works. It's like Rockstar's trying to retcon it to pre-existing vehicles from previous updates that were already available for you to get through the various websites. But, whatever. I mean,
they're definitely going to do this shit for GTA 6 Online.
Yeah. I think as much as I would like for GTA 6 to be good, and I think it will be good, I am concerned about the way GTA 6 Online is going to be when it comes to the microtransactions. I think I did a video about that a few months ago, but
right.
I think that's pretty much it for GTA. Some other stuff you've been playing, Rocket League, Master Duel, Dead by Daylight, Clash.
Yeah, let's go in order.
Yeah.
So, first off is Rocket League. Rocket League, the only reason I downloaded it was... not because of that. But the reason I downloaded it was just because... like, the new Fortnite season has been kind of ass for me. I just don't like the jungle vibe. I don't fuck with the jungle vibes. I hate it. It's just blech. The green looking thing. It's just... I don't like jungle themes. And I just dislike it. So, yeah. Then you have... what else? DBD, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Master Duel. Now, Master Duel, I've been taking a break from it just because they really haven't added anything that has said, wow, everybody's just, at the moment, just playing meta, which is just like 4 decks, all the same things. You see Flandusery, or whatever it's called.
Yeah. You
see Tearlaments, you see the Grotti, and then something else, I forgot. But, yeah, everybody's just playing meta at the moment. Nobody's having fun. It's just, I'm in gold, that's the thing, and I'm just facing meta. It's probably worse in some areas in Diamond, but I'm not a sweat in a card game, so... The only reason I mostly play Yu-Gi-Oh! Is either just, just to play my own deck with unique abilities and then listening to the beautiful music. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for Master Duel. At the moment, just taking a break until they add something cool. What else?
Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight. Again, I just came back to it just because I've been watching videos here and there, and I've been kind of bored in some areas. So I decided to re-download it and then just see what's been new, because... last time I played it seriously was in like 2019, so I wanted to see what's up and what they changed. And Rain has helped me out a lot with that when it comes to coming back to DBD, so big thank you to him, I guess, for trying to help me get it back into the game, because I know he wants me to play it, but yeah, I just mostly play Killer, but it's nice for him to give me tips, especially on the Singularity. Like, he loves that Killer a lot, and he just helps me out with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that's pretty much it for DBD. Mostly I'm just playing the Artist and Spirit. That's pretty much it.
And Oni.
And Oni every once in a while, but I should be playing other killers every once in a while. And then you have Clash. Now, Clash is probably the game that I've been playing the most recently, because I've just been growing my clan. There's like 34 people in there now.
And your Clash of Clans yeah.
Well, actually like 30 because I have like 4 accounts. So,
Yeah.
like 30 people. Actually 29 because Shibi doesn't even play the game that much, so 29.
Yeah, basically.
I basically took his account, so 5 accounts. There you go. There you go. Max Town Hall 9, Max Town Hall 11, Max Town Hall 10, and Max Town Hall 14.
Yay.
Yeah, I mean, not Max Town 14, I'm growing on that, but yeah, again, I got into TH14, basically, and it's a jungle theme town hall.
Your favorite.
Yeah.
She loves jungle themes.
And the thing is that I went from a beautiful looking ice castle that is like Town Hall 13, beautiful looking town hall, and I love the aesthetic. But in order to progress through the game, no, you jungle vibe. And it's like, oh my god, it looks terrible. The only good thing is that what comes next, Town Hall 15, looks amazing. It's like a magic, purple magic kind of vibe.
Okay.
And it just has all these beautiful colors where it's like pinkish and blue and yellow. It just looks amazing. Like green, oozing green and yellowish, like the color of the yellow, ugh.
Yeah.
It just looks like a wet fart.
God.
It looks terrible. So I cannot wait to get out of Town Hall 14 where everything looks green and blech, and just go to Town Hall 15 and everything will look better, where it's like all purple, magic themed.
Yeah.
But yeah, my other account that it's probably gonna stay in Town Hall 13. Like I have a Max Town Hall 9, Max Town Hall 11, and my other account is in Town Hall 12, but I'm gonna put that in 14 and leave it there.
Yeah.
Just because it looks that good. And then my 15, my Town Hall 14, whenever it just gets to 15, I'm just gonna continue it. The only reason I'm having all these accounts with all these types of different town halls is just because every town hall is like a different type of gameplay. So once you get to Town Hall 9, you use this attack, but then you change your abilities and all the other stuff. You have to change the way you play because of Town Hall 10 and all the other stuff that they added to the game. So I have different town halls for different types of gameplay. They want to play easy. They want to play a little bit more moderate, maybe hard, extreme. You know, like different types of difficulty. So I just combine all 4. So, you know, you have like easy to medium to hard to expert, which is just the way I play it.
Yeah.
And then you have GB's Town Hall 10, which is like in the middle.
Mm.
He doesn't care.
No.
But yeah, I've also been playing a little bit less of Clash Royale because
Sinking.
Huh?
It's sinking.
It's sinking. Yeah, it's these updates that are coming to it. I mean, they did fix the ability to get chest again in 2v2, which is great. But like, oh my god, what are they doing in the studio? Like,
making bad decisions.
Basically, yeah, they're making terrible decisions. And the only thing I can say is just the meme. This ain't it, chief.
Yeah.
This ain't it. Just mispronounced it, but
Oof.
yeah, this ain't it. And it's just not going well. And surprisingly, Clash of Clans has been getting a rise because of Clash Royale failing. Like, people have been getting back to Clash of Clans because Clash Royale is just doing so terrible to the point where Clash of Clans is just rising.
Maybe that's the plan.
Maybe, but that would be so stupid to let that game die just because of incompetence.
Oh.
Like, the game's good, it's unique. But yeah, basically the Clash Royale community is just like Overwatch 2 at the moment, where Overwatch 2 people are just leaving like, comment sections of how an ultimate destroyed the PvE development.
Yeah.
So basically it's the same thing, but with Clash of Clans, Clash Royale developers being incompetent. And they're just making jokes about them. So basically it's like, okay, well, looks like we're going to have to pay $1 million more for this one or something. Because apparently, like, somebody did the math, and in order to get all the cards, and apparently they made it worse, by the way, in the coming update. So basically, in order to get elite cards to get to level 14 to 15, you need 50,000 cards for each card, and there's like 109 of them. But instead, it used to be like you get 2 elite cards for 1 common, like 4 for 1 rare, or 5, I forgot, and like 20 or something for like epics and so on and so forth. They're cutting that number in half. Now it takes, instead of one common, it's basically one elite card. And like one rare is two. They're making it even longer. The only thing they're increasing is the champions and the legendaries, which they used to give less. Now they're giving out more for those two, which is good, but it's only good if you're a maxed out player. If you're a new growing player, good luck. You're never gonna get your elite cards at all. It might take you a year for like free cards or something if you play casually. If you're a hardcore, maybe 2 years. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much it about Clash Royale and Clash of Clans. I mean, I've been playing it. It's, mostly Clash of Clans has been more fun just because I've been growing my clan. But other than that, like if you want to join, it's called the Capital with like an exclamation point. Go ahead and join that up if you want. I'm the leader right now, so.
The leader.
Yeah, so, right now we're like a level 6 clan heading to level 7. And we have a very, very good war record with like 18 wins and like 3 losses. So we're doing really good. So if you want to join that up, go ahead, join that. But if you don't and you have your own clan with your own friends, more power to you. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Just don't run into our clan because we'll destroy you.
Wow.
We'll burn your villages and burn your cities and destroy and loot and pillage and all that good stuff.
By him saying we, he means me taking care of his account.
I get credit.
No.
Hey, when we win, it's all about us winning. When we lose, it's all about, what did you do? Why did you let us down? Riley, we were counting on you.
Wow.
We share the credit, and then you get all the blame.
You know what?
What?
You're going to get to work. I'm going to make you play that game again.
No, I'm not.
Why not?
Because when I did play it, it was all right, but I just got bored of it. But I'm glad you're enjoying it.
You got bored of it because I stopped playing it.
No, I got bored of it because I got bored of it.
You're a nerd.
It's not really for me, but teach their own. But anyways, I think those are all the games that we're playing. And I do like to jump into GTA just to fly around the Raiju, just a quick note. I actually do really like the Raiju. I'm not good at dogfighting like Riley is, but I like flying it around just to fly it around, which is why you've seen a lot more of my B-rolls. Whenever I have a video on GB Fang, I'll just jump into the Raiju and just fly around in it.
I will say one thing about the Raiju. The thing is about it being so freaking quick is that it makes the map feel so small.
Yeah.
It makes the map feel like, okay, one side to the map to the other in like a minute. It makes the map feel really small.
Well, that's a big reason why we moved over to Flight Sim, a year ago?
Yeah.
Was because we had different locations throughout the world itself to fly around in a variety of different aircraft. So it's never boring. We can always go different directions in the game in the B-roll while we're doing these vlogs.
Yep.
So maybe next month we'll go somewhere different because we spent a few in Texas the past few months. So maybe we'll go somewhere else. I know we ended up like in Oklahoma or Kansas or
I don't know.
Who knows where we are now? I have no idea. But so what's coming up on our channels, Riley? Ladies first.
Okay. FNAF Fridays, like I said. That's gonna come eventually. I'll stream like a FNAF game. The Avenger video. Now that I'm out of Bad Sport officially, I can work on that.
You forgot to talk about Bad Sport.
Yeah, I went into Bad Sport for like 2 days because I kept killing Martus and Jets. Because apparently defending yourself is a bad thing. Just let them kill you. Or apparently if you're too good at the game and you just have managed to outmaneuver or outplay everybody that has a personal vehicle, aka Martus and Jets, is just a bad thing. So yeah, Bad Sport for 2 days, and now I'm out of it. So now I can focus on my Avenger video.
Yay!
So yep, that's gonna come eventually.
Yeah, next week, hopefully.
Yeah, no official date, but it'll come eventually. What else?
Probably some more GTA dogfighting.
Yeah, probably more GTA dogfighting.
A lot of people are still dogfighting.
That's true. I do see a lot of Raijus still.
Yeah.
And one thing I do love is the fact that people are still bringing out planes, which is great. Now that the laser and the Hydra cannons were nerfed, which is amazing, basically, people can bring out other planes. They don't have to use laser and Hydra every 2 seconds. I still see lasers and Hydras every once in a while, but not as much. I've been definitely seeing a lot more other planes, which is great. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I do have a Raiju Destroys Mark II montage coming up eventually when I get more kills and more clips. But it's just something I want to just put just because of out of satisfaction.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've done one of those kind of videos.
I think the last montage I did was a year ago.
Wow.
And sometimes I do watch it every once in a while just to see what I did.
Yeah.
And watch my other montages just because I want to see, okay, I want to see the way I did it, because sometimes I just forget the way I did these type of videos. Mm-hmm. It's like the same thing with an interview. It's like sometimes I just watch them and it's like, okay, this is the way I did it. So if I want to get back to do an interview, this is the way I did it, so I can just remember.
It's a good idea.
So sometimes I go back to my own videos just to see if I ever return with an idea or somebody, I could just redo it easily without having to struggle.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
It's like, maybe one day I'll get Pat an interview or something.
Maybe.
Because I don't know when was the last time I did one. It was like a year or two ago.
It's been a quick minute.
I haven't done an interview in forever. I know people love that shit. Like whenever I did it on my channel, because it was unique at the time. Nobody was doing interviews with other players.
Yeah.
And it was unique. Like,
yeah.
Because I wanted to be okay. So this was kind of my idea when it kind of came with the interview at first. Is the fact that nobody was doing it at all. And I wanted to do something unique. Like, for example, interviewing different types of players, different points of view, seeing what people say and what they think about the game, because every opinion is different.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see that. But, like nobody was doing it, and I just wanted to be unique with the idea. So I did it, and people liked it. I just stopped doing it because either probably got burned out or something. I don't remember why I stopped doing it.
Or you just ran out of people you actually wanted to interview that you could interview.
Yeah. Because the thing is, people wanted to see YouTubers, and I was just getting randoms that just, didn't have like any, like huge following. Like, for example, Pat.
Yeah.
Like, they just want to see, hey, can you interview Putter? Can you interview possible Present? Can you interview Pat? Can you interview Gilly? It's like I'm not that big to ask these type of things, and sometimes whenever, like sometimes I would ask, but the majority of the time I would never get an answer.
Well, I'm sure Pro would if you asked him.
If I asked him now, because now he's my friend, but...
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, that's pretty much it for the interview. I might do one in whenever. No promises. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but sometimes I do think about the interview series and whether I want to come back or not. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my my plans. What about you?
Well, weekend streams. I'm going to continue weekend streaming. This weekend, I'm going to do a Red Dead Redemption multiplayer stream, and we're going to be talking about the rumors regarding a potential Red Dead Redemption remaster. It feels like deja vu because I think something similar happened a year ago. But now it seems like we have more concrete proof that it could be happening. I did talk about it in a YouTube short a couple days ago. UG Outlaw is supposed to join me Saturday, maybe a few others, and we're just going to chill, play Red Dead Redemption multiplayer, and talk some Red Dead Redemption, what we hope to see in a potential remaster, what we're afraid of. So that's what's going to happen on Saturday on the channel. It's going to be basically like just a chill stream regarding Red Dead Redemption multiplayer. Sunday, back to Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So they're going to have more Zelda Tears of the Kingdom on Sunday. And whenever Diablo IV Season 1 starts, I'll be streaming that. And like I talked about a moment ago, I am considering, prior to Season 1, depending how far out we are from Season 1 of Diablo IV, of doing a hardcore series. I think it's a bad idea. I will not make it to level 100. My character will die way before I get to level 100. Even if I do World Tier 2.
He'll die at level 2.
I'll make it. I think I can make it to at least level 10. And at least get maybe to level 11 or 20.
All right, but you got to sign this contract where it says it cannot get salty.
Well, I've been trying not to get as salty.
You have to sign.
I've come into it accepting that if I do hardcore, I'm not making it to 100. And eventually that character will die. And it'll be permadeath for that. It's not Janine. By the way, Janine is safe. She's safe in the Eternal server. I'm never doing anything with her. This is for another character. Whether it's another sorcerer, or a druid, or a necromancer, or whatever. This character, I have to accept the fact that eventually they're going to die. The hope is that I get as far as I can get with that character, and I do get at least past level 10. But I am considering a hardcore series, Diablo IV stream series. maybe before season 1, but no promises.
Right.
Now, that's pretty much it for the gaming channel besides the usual, like, once a week thought video, idea video, or rant video, and any news that comes up regarding Red Dead Online, if there is any news, because the monthly event did get extended by a week. That's kind of surprising. Some people are hoping, small, teeny, tiny, like,
Hope.
Yeah, sliver of hope that maybe there's going to be a surprise summer update for Red Dead Online. Who knows? Maybe not, but we can always hope and dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if most dreams don't come true. So I'll keep covering the things I cover on my gaming channel. I've been trying to put more content on GB Fang, my political news opinion channel. So I'm going to keep focusing on putting more content on GB Fang. And I don't know if we're going to be able to do any specials coming up in July for the GB and Riley Vlogs channel. But who knows, maybe we'll have something else out in July besides the July 2023 vlog. Most of July, though, we're not going to really do anything. Just gaming and surviving, staying indoors because the summer is going to get worse before it gets better.
Right.
And yeah, we would like to very much not die and get burned alive out in the Texas summer. No, thank you. But overall, I think that's pretty much everything that happened in June. Did I miss anything?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm not actually gonna land, by the way.
Okay. Not actually landing. She's teasing y'all.
She's teasing.
It's a landing tease.
Yeah, y'all thought I was gonna land there, didn't you? I could have made it, by the way.
Well, for the record, I knew you weren't because you didn't even have your wheels down.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do it.
Yep. But overall, yeah, June's pretty much done.
Yeah, and I'm kind of glad it's done because, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, some good things did happen in June, like the new Battlefield season, the new Helluva Boss episode, and a bunch of other gaming things, like the new Mercenaries update, and, like, you know, a bunch of updates to games we play, which is good. But that's pretty much it. It was mostly gaming related.
June sucked for me.
Really? I liked it.
Well, I had a good reason for not liking it.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I do see your point.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, for me, it was pretty good.
Mm.
But I understand why 4GB it sucked.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, I mean, regarding Jadis, I think that's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Go check out the special if you want to know more about Jadis and my tribute to my oldest cat. It's on the Vlogs channel. And hopefully we'll survive the summer heat of Texas and be back a month from now for the July 2023 vlog.
Bye-bye.